Yes.
In this selection from Visiting Mr. Green by Jeff Barron, Ross returns to his new friend's apartment to discover the reaction to last week's unorthodox confession. So, Mr. Green, about last week, you know, that thing I told you about? Well, you know, I've been wondering all week, actually, if you feel, you know, okay about it. Listen, I wasn't planning on telling you I was gay. It just happened. We're friends, right? I don't want to lie to you. Why can't we talk about this? I mean, why does this have to be such a big deal? I'm sick of this. I really don't get it. 1 minute I'm the perfect son. They love me. They're crazy about me. And the next minute, literally the next minute, they treat me like I murdered somebody. And this was years ago, and we still haven't even talked about it. I mean, it wasn't as if I was lying to them my whole life. I thought I was straight too. Well, okay, so I wondered about it. But then I went to Harvard and I met some gay guys, and really, Mr. Green, we couldn't have been more different. So I thought, okay, I'm not gay, good. I graduate. I get a good job in New York and I move back home. Temporarily. I go to a party one night and I meet this guy named Paul. Smart guy, funny. We become friends, and after a month or so he tells me that he's gay. Fine, he's gay, I'm not, no big deal. A few more months go by, and now he says he's falling in love with me. So I figure we'll have to stop being friends. A few days later, I'm mowing the lawn at my parents' house, and I start thinking about Paul. All of a sudden, I don't know, this wave of feeling comes over me. I miss him. I mean, I really miss him. Do you want to know what it was like? How you felt about Mrs. Green when she left? I know you don't think it was the same, but it was. I was just in love. Any fear I had about being gay was just gone. It was like, for the first time in my life, I could relax. So, everything with Paul was great. Until one Saturday morning. I'm alone in my room and my mom comes in, sits next to me and says, "Ross, are you and Paul more than friends?" I couldn't believe it. I was not ready to have that conversation with her, but there she was. And we'd always been so close, so I just said yes. She started crying. I kept saying, "Mom, it's okay. I'm happy you've met him. He's a great guy." But she just stopped listening. And we never talked about it again. My father, on the other hand, just stopped talking to me. Completely. He wouldn't even look at me. Mr. Green, no one had ever treated me like this, and this was in my own home. My own family. Was this how everybody was going to react? I became completely self-conscious. Do I look like I'm gay? Do I talk gay? Do I walk gay? Is this a gay tie? My mission in life became never to say or do anything that would make anybody think I was gay. So I told Paul to stop calling me at the office. And I wouldn't go out anywhere in public with him. I still loved him. But I pretty much pretended like he didn't exist. And I asked him to go along with it. I still can't believe I did that to him. Finally, it just ended. I never saw Paul again. I basically just stopped dating. You know, these days you're always hearing about gay this and gay that, and I know everybody thinks it's no big deal anymore, but then I go to work and nobody who has the job I want is gay. Or if they are, it's some big secret. Mr. Green, I have no problem being gay. I really don't. I just don't know how to do it and have the life that I want. Do you want to know what I'm really afraid of? Meeting someone that I like. Then what am I going to do? Will I tell my parents about it? Will I talk about it at the office? Will I treat him like I treated Paul? So, that's why I haven't touched or kissed another person in 4 years. I've sort of gotten used to it. Well, I thought I did, but then what you said about your life with Mrs. Green and how happy you two were, and then what you said about coming home to an empty apartment, I'm not used to it. I hate it. Do you really think that God wants me to be alone? I see. So one day I just decided, hey, why not make my life 50 times more difficult? Pretending that I'm straight, dodging conversations about women, laughing at stupid gay jokes every day. You don't know how hard that is. I can't pretend I'm not who I really am anymore. I've been doing it most of my life and I'm sick of it. Tell me, Mr. Green, because I really need to know this. You found out that your daughter wasn't going to be what you wanted her to be. So you just sat Shiva and you never saw her again. Did you just immediately stop loving her? How were you able to do that? No. I really need to know this. Were you really able to go on with your life, your marriage, 59 years, no arguments, and not stop once and think about your only daughter? How were you able to do that? Did your religion help you? She isn't dead. You never did stop thinking about it, did you, Rachel? I better get going. See you next week.